friends, it's Sharon Armstrong here with you to make this gorgeous card. So elegant, and it's kind of a fun card because it has a bit of a pedestal effect, and we're just going to use a little bit of ribbon right there to keep it standing up. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is stamp on some Whisper White paper. Just going to stamp the flowers. And my sentiment. And since I don't use the sticker on the back of my clear mount stamps, I like to stamp first and make sure that I'm going the right way. Better safe than sorry. Don't want to stamp upside down. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Now I want to talk to you about cutting out the very intricate framelets. I highly recommend the Precision Base Plate. It's like one of those self-adhesing mats. Mine looks really well worn. Try saying that 3 times. But it's because I use it all the time. So the other thing that can help you is just some wax paper. If you're having trouble getting the bits and pieces out, then just lay the wax paper down first and then run it through the Big Shot, okay? That will help. I don't know if it's the wax paper part or what, but when I did this piece, I cut it like this, okay? And this is one of the pieces that came in your October kit. So I cut that out. Now the other tip is I used my Big Shot brush and I rolled it and I got a bunch of pieces out. However, there's still some more pieces. So I constantly have my paper piercer out on my desk, and I'm able to just go in and poke out those bits that just won't release. I don't know, you have to use several tools sometimes on these very intricate dies, these framelets. So there you go, I'm happy with that one. And then on this piece, I had scored it. And again, the instructions and measurements are all in my PDF for October. So again, I'm just taking my paper piercing tool and I think I've got most of it. Oh, there's one piece. I don't want to poke my finger. That one was not turning loose. One more tip, since we're doing tips here. Sometimes I don't know if it just doesn't cut all the way through, but it doesn't want to turn loose. I just flip it over, take my snips, and get that piece out of there. So there you have it. Couple tips for you on these gorgeous framelets. Let's put our card together. So I have my stamped piece, and I'm going to put some snail on it. Doesn't want to pick up. And I'm going to put my stamped image on here, on this piece. Kind of center that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, so here's my scored pieces. This piece is going to go on this flap like this. So let me just show you. So here's the card, and I'm going to put this piece on the back of this panel. And we're going to use some snail. And I really want quite a bit of snail because it's kind of a moving kind of a card. So we don't want it to move. We don't want it to come undone. Okay. Then I have a little piece of the Flirty Flamingo ribbon, and I've done it 2 different ways where I had the bow part on the inside. It doesn't really, let me just show you what happens. When I have the bow part on the outside, this panel doesn't want to lay flat, and that kind of bugged me. So I decided to put my knot gonna do. So I'm just picking a couple of the cutout areas. Let's see, how do I want to do it? It doesn't, it's not, there's not a right way or a wrong way. You just kind of have to pick. If you had a button, you could do that instead, but I didn't really have any buttons that matched, so I opted not to do that. I'm going to cut this pretty close. And now my card is done. Sure it is. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I'm like, why is this not working on the video? I need to score this piece especially with my bone folder. I mean, I'd already scored it, but I want to give it a good crease. Being careful not to catch my bone folder in those cutouts. And then I want to do the same thing on this one. There. That should work better for the video. And there you have it. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love making this card. And I'm telling you, I've got 2 weddings that are coming up that there's going to be a lot of uses for this framelit. So anyway, enjoy. See you on the next video.